To thank SOS for inviting me to present this expressive art workshop today. I'm really excited to be here to combine creativity and wellness for you today. So my name is Kim Rogers. I am a longtime Yukoner, a mom, a musician, a counselor for over 20 years. I also have training in expressive arts facilitation. And I own a business called Valkyrie Expressive Art Journeys. Now, why did I choose the Valkyrie for my icon? A Valkyrie is a powerful feminine icon from Norse mythology, and she is known for guiding people in some sort of spiritual or personal journey. And so that's why I felt that it would be a good icon to use for my business. It kind of embodies a lot of what I believe in and what I like to do with people. So today I'm going to be leading an expressive arts activity that focuses on creating a visual representation of your current self using collage or sculpture. So I just want to talk a little bit about expressive art and what it is. Expressive arts are spontaneous, creative activities that also have some sort of wellness or self-awareness component to them. The activities that can be used are drawing, painting, photography, listening to or creating music, collage, sculpture, journaling, poetry, storytelling, dancing, body movement, or creating with natural objects in outdoor settings. And these activities can all be used intentionally to achieve a variety of goals, such as relaxation and calmness. They can help improve your mood, to gather information about a specific issue in your life that's giving you some challenges. Or you can gain insights about yourself in intuitive ways. So it's really based on intuition and receiving information from our higher selves. So, this higher self can be used to guide us and to help us discover what our needs are, what our strengths are, and help us envision some goals. Can also just be fun and playful thing to do. It's not meant to be anything that has a lot of pressure in it or expectation of any artistic ability at all. We are all creative beings, and expressive arts is very welcoming to all types of abilities and interests. I think it applies to anybody and anyone can do it. So how does it work? Well, it's an alternative to talk therapy, I think. As a counselor, talk therapy can work really well for people, and a lot of people are used to having talk therapy. But I think that expressive arts is another dimension or another skill set that counselors can bring to their work to help people work through an issue or try and discover something about themselves that uses the right side of their brain or the nonverbal parts of their brain rather than the logical thinking side of our brain, which we use so much in our daily lives. Creating something spontaneously through expressive art can open us up to our intuition. We can receive guidance. We can become more self-aware. It's a tool for releasing emotions in a gentle way. It can help us interrupt thinking patterns that have become stuck over time. And the other important benefit, I think, with expressive arts, another component about it is that when people do something creative and it's witnessed by someone else, either a helping professional or a group of folks in a workshop such as today, it can help people feel seen and acknowledged and heard and validated for who they really are. So not just creating is of course therapeutic in itself, but also being witnessed for what you create and having some discussion around that or some debriefing can really be helpful to people to feel just validated and acknowledged. So expressive arts, what I'm doing today is not art therapy. So even though what we're doing is therapeutic, it's different from art therapy. So art therapy is a specialized field of study. It focuses on creating art with clients, usually one-on-one, with a specific psychological outcome in mind. There's I got a little some more information about that here that I just wanted to share. Because it's kind of sometimes hard to explain the difference between art therapy and just expressive art facilitation, such as what I'm doing today. But there are differences. Expressive arts usually involves, or always involves, more modalities than just visual art. So it often combines things such as music, dance, writing, sculpture, all those kinds of different types of artistic abilities are often used in expressive arts rather than just using visual art, which is mostly the focus of art therapy. Art therapy also focuses more on one-to-one relationships with clients that are like a longer term work with them, working towards specific psychological or behavioral changes or results. Expressive arts can be practitioners can be professionals such as social workers, teachers, counselors, mental health care providers, and they can receive the training that enables them to just broaden what they're already doing with clients. And it can be practiced in a variety of settings such as hospitals and correctional facilities, workshops, schools. Often expressive arts activities can involve groups, like today, and they're often short-term. So what we're doing today is like a contained short-term activity. It's meant to be kind of just a one-off thing that you can come and do something creative and talk about it. And then that is the end of our work together today. So those are some of the differences between, what art therapists do and what expressive arts facilitators might do. So what are we doing today? Well, we're going to focus on making a connection to our higher selves, or the spirit that's at the heart of who we are. And then we're going to create an art piece, either through, I'm suggesting collage or sculpture for today, which is an expression of that higher self. So the art piece doesn't have to look like you. It can be anything you want it to be. It's a representation of who you are in this moment today. And this can be helpful. This kind of activity, doing a self-portrait, I think can be really helpful to affirm our strengths, our positive attributes. It can increase our self-acceptance and some insight about who we are and where we're at in our lives right now. And so to do that, we're going to start with a bit of a guided meditation or a visualization that's going to help us focus our minds and get prepared to connect to our wise inner spirit and create something spontaneous from whatever materializes out of that visualization. And then I'm going to give people about 40 minutes maybe to create their art piece, and keeping in mind what your strengths and gifts are. And then we'll have time after to do some debriefing. If you want to share, you can. If you don't want to, that's okay. It's optional. But there will be some discussion questions for you to consider. If you're done your art early, you can look at the questions and do some reflecting for that. When we come back to do our debrief, you have some reflections already in place that you've done about your art. And the questions will be up for you to see as you're doing your art. And for the people at home, the people that watch this later, they'll also have an access to the questions. So I just wanted to show a few examples of a self-portrait type of piece. This is something I did several years ago. It's kind of shiny because it's behind glass, but as you can see, I mean, it's a multitude of items that I've used to make a collage that expressed myself in a snapshot of that moment. And I used, a variety of different things, cut out things and crafty things that spoke to me to make that collage. Here is another one that just consists of mostly magazine cutouts. And I used some sequins and a doily and some feathers and things like that. So it's very open. Today I'm going to use sculpture for mine out of clay. So if you have clay handy, that's perfectly fine. If you want to just put some items together that make a sculpture in place with things around your house or from outside, that's perfectly fine as well. You can use flyers, greeting cards, photographs, bits of fabric, magazines, newspapers. You can cut out words, you can cut out images, you can use leaves, feathers, stones, shells, flowers, pine cones, really anything that appeals to you that you might have around. You'll need some glue or tape and some scissors and something heavy to maybe glue things on if you've got that, or just a piece of paper will do. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the description of what we're doing. So what I'm going to do is a guided meditation or a visualization. I'm just going to turn on some inspiring music to do that. And that's going to help us kind of get in the moment, just focus on what we're going to be doing today and leave all the chatter of our everyday life kind of at the door for a temporary time. So let me just find my music. Turn down. Okay. I invite you to orient yourself in a position and a place that feels natural for you. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your back, your face, and anywhere else that may be holding hidden tension. Rest your feet in a comfortable place. Let your body sink into wherever you are. If you like, you can close your eyes or direct a soft gaze onto something nearby. And prepare to breathe in some new, clean, white air, taking one very deep breath down into your belly. And then breathe out all the air that appears gray or black or might be carrying old energy. And put your attention into breathing like this for a few moments. Soft, light energy coming in and old, dark energy going out. Now return to breathing with the regular rhythm that feels comfortable for you, while emptying your mind as best you can from all the noise, chatter, and details of your day-to-day life. Set aside whatever worries you are carrying for later, as you prepare to take a break today that will take you on a short journey. A journey that is supported and safe and has something to teach and help you with. Picture yourself at the beginning of a beautiful, wide, flat trail that leads into a cool, deep green forest. At your feet is fireweed among yellow and white flowers. The sky above you is deep blue with not a cloud to be seen. The afternoon air is fresh and cool. The sun is warming on your face, and you feel alive and strong as you start off down the trail into the shady trees. It's a short, gentle walk with much to see, hear, smell, and feel as you go. Squirrels chatter, bees buzz, and a raven croaks overhead. A breeze rustles through nearby leaves. And after a short time, as you wind through the trees, you come to a grassy clearing that opens up overlooking Miles Canyon below. And you see an outline of a figure sitting calmly on a large rock outcrop. They are looking out over the water. At first you can't see who it is, but as you get nearer, you recognize them. The figure before you is another version of you. It is your higher or spirit self. You are surprised and feel a little startled by this presence before you as he or she turns to greet you. But you have come too far to turn back. You know that this version of you has something important to say. It wants to guide you in the challenges of your life and has been waiting for you. This part of you sees, knows, and loves all the goodness that is within you. Your gifts, your talents, your strengths, and your purpose. Your spirit self loves everything about you that is uniquely yours. Take a moment to take a look at them, noticing everything from head to toe. How they are situated on the rock, the clothing they are wearing, the age they appear to be, the welcoming expression on their face and in their eyes. There is incredible energy and love coming to you now that you have come into the spirit self's protective presence. Time stands still as you look into their eyes for a moment while taking a long, deep breath of softness that goes from their heart to yours into the very center of you. It's time now to allow your higher self, your protector and your guide, to enter into your heart. It's time to receive and honor everything that this part of you brings as it becomes part of you. He or she is always going to be here with you, to accept you, to help you, and accompany you on all your journeys. And now that you are one with this spirit, take your place on the rock overlooking the water. You feel energized, calm, taken care of, and loved. You now carry a very powerful being and force within you. And when you are ready, picture yourself leaving this magical place as light as air and floating back down the forest trail from where you came. Picture yourself floating gently all the way back to where you are right now. And open your mind and your heart to welcome in the creativity of today. Prepare to take a short journey toward insight and well-being. Open your eyes fully. Take in some rejuvenating breaths that are filled with light as you slowly become focused on your present space again.